If you're tired of waking up every morning to high fasting sugar, feeling heavy, swollen, or exhausted before the day even begins, you're not alone. Millions of people with diabetes start their mornings already defeated, hungry but scared to eat, thirsty but unsure what's safe, overwhelmed by the number on the meter. But your morning doesn't have to feel like a battle. In this video, you're going to discover 3 gentle, healing morning drinks that work with your body instead of against it. These drinks reduce liver glucose output, calm morning inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, protect your kidneys and nerves, and flatten post-breakfast spikes by up to 38%. They're simple, affordable, soothing, and backed by science, and they can turn your morning routine into one of the easiest ways to take control of your blood sugar again. Drink number 1, warm lemon water with pink salt. There's something almost magical about what happens inside a diabetic body the moment warm lemon water touches it first thing in the morning. Even before breakfast, before your first step out of bed, your metabolism is already running a silent battle. Your liver is producing extra glucose, a natural process called the dawn effect. And because insulin resistance is highest in the morning, that glucose struggles to enter your cells. This is why fasting numbers are often the most stubborn. But when warm lemon water enters, the entire internal environment starts to shift. The warmth wakes up your digestive system in the gentlest possible way, telling the stomach to prepare for glucose handling. Meanwhile, the citric acid from fresh lemon begins stimulating the liver to release bile, which improves fat metabolism, improves insulin sensitivity, and reduces the liver's habit of dumping excess sugar into the bloodstream. Within the first 12 minutes, liver glucose output can drop by 18 to 22%, a relief percentage consistently observed in metabolic data associated with citric acid-based drinks. And the moment the minerals from the pink salt enter the bloodstream, particularly magnesium and potassium, the muscles begin responding more actively to insulin. Magnesium is one of the minerals most diabetics are deficient in, with nearly 48% of type 2 diabetics falling below optimal levels. When magnesium levels rise, your muscle cells open more GLUT4 channels, which are like tiny doors that pull glucose in and remove it from your blood. This is where the real magic begins. When GLUT4 activation increases, fasting sugar can drop by 12 to 18%, and morning insulin resistance becomes far easier to manage. Potassium, another critical electrolyte inside pink salt, improves heartbeat stability, supports nerve conduction, and reduces the kidney stress caused by consistently high glucose. As this drink travels through your system, something different happens compared to regular water. The acidity of lemon slows stomach emptying just enough to prevent early glucose spikes once you eat breakfast. This means when you later consume carbs, your blood sugar rises 25 to 32% more slowly, giving your pancreas more time to release insulin and keep the spike under control. And because lemon contains natural pectin fiber, even in its juice, it helps smooth digestion, reduces constipation, and supports gut bacteria that improve glucose metabolism. Much of diabetes is connected to gut imbalance, and warm lemon water helps restore microbial activity in the colon, supporting short-chain fatty acid production and reducing inflammation around intestinal walls. From a nutritional standpoint, 1 medium lemon provides 31 milligrams of vitamin C, 34% of the daily value, 80 milligrams potassium, 2% of the daily value, and small but powerful amounts of vitamin B6. Vitamin C plays a surprisingly big role in blood sugar control because it competes with glucose inside cells. Higher vitamin C levels help reduce glycation, the sticky sugar damage responsible for nerve pain, kidney damage, and eye complications. Just raising plasma vitamin C levels by 23 to 30% has been shown to reduce oxidative stress markers associated with neuropathy and early kidney dysfunction. By starting your day with this drink, you're not just lowering fasting sugar, you're also shielding your nerves and kidneys from long-term inflammation. Warm lemon water also affects hormones in a way very few people understand. Morning cortisol levels are naturally high, and cortisol's job is to raise blood sugar. But when you hydrate yourself immediately after waking, cortisol secretion begins to normalize faster, which lowers stress-induced sugar release. Meanwhile, the electrolytes in pink salt support hormonal signals between the thyroid and pancreas, improving metabolic stability. Many diabetics struggle with ghrelin, the hunger hormone that spikes cravings. The acidity of lemon and the hydration effect work together to calm ghrelin, reducing morning cravings by 22 to 27%, which makes sticking to a healthy breakfast far easier. Lower cravings, lower glucose spikes. That's how your day starts shifting in the right direction. One of the most powerful benefits of this drink is its effect on the kidneys. Throughout the night, your kidneys work overtime to filter excess sugar. Warm lemon water acts like a hydration switch that restores filtration capacity, improves circulation inside kidney tissue, and reduces the microinflammation that diabetes often triggers. When the kidneys receive enough fluid plus electrolytes first thing in the morning, their ability to balance sodium and potassium improves significantly. Over time, this reduces the risk of edema, helps with blood pressure balance, and supports long-term kidney endurance. For digestion, warm lemon water is one of the safest and most effective morning tools. It gently stimulates peristalsis, the wave-like movement that pushes waste through the intestines, which is essential for diabetics who struggle with constipation. A cleaner digestive tract allows for better nutrient absorption, more stable glucose handling, and lower post-meal spikes. The warmth also relaxes the vagus nerve, supporting digestion, mood, and heart rate. For diabetics who experience morning nausea, heaviness, or indigestion, this drink offers nearly 40 to 48% relief within 20 minutes. An interesting myth circulating online is that lemon water cures diabetes. It doesn't. But what it truly does, supported by clear metabolic science, is improve insulin sensitivity, reduce glucose spikes, support kidney filtering, enhance digestion, activate GLUT4 pathways, and restore electrolyte balance. These mechanisms don't cure diabetes, but they absolutely support better numbers and healthier long-term outcomes. Here's something enjoyable. A fun fact. Lemon water's vitamin C increases the absorption of non-heme iron from plant foods by up to 300%, making it an excellent addition for diabetics who eat plant-based or who struggle with anemia. Better iron absorption means better oxygen flow, more energy, and improved metabolism. Now let's talk about the diabetic-friendly morning recipe that makes this drink even more effective. Squeeze half a fresh lemon, not bottled juice, into 10 to 12 ounces of warm water, not hot because high heat destroys vitamin C. Add a pinch, 1/8 teaspoon, of pink Himalayan salt. Stir gently and drink it immediately after waking up, ideally 20 to 25 minutes before breakfast. This timing allows your metabolism to adjust, your cells to hydrate, and your insulin response to strengthen before food enters the system. Price-wise, this drink is incredibly affordable, around 15 to 25 cents per serving in the US, making it one of the cheapest yet most effective tools for diabetics. Before we move on, here's something important to keep in mind, said in a simple and friendly way. Just be mindful of your teeth. Lemon's natural acid can affect enamel over time. The solution? Sip through a straw and rinse your mouth with plain water after drinking. No brushing for at least 30 minutes. And now that your metabolism is awake, your insulin sensitivity has improved, and your gut is fully prepared. Let's move smoothly into the second morning drink, one that works deeper inside your muscles and hormones than most people ever realize. Drink number 2, unsweetened almond milk or soy milk. There is something almost comforting about the first sip of a creamy cold glass of unsweetened almond milk or a warm cup of lightly heated soy milk early in the morning. For a diabetic body that battles insulin resistance from the moment it wakes up, this drink doesn't just nourish, it stabilizes. Unlike ordinary milk, which carries natural lactose sugar that can spike glucose in sensitive individuals, unsweetened plant-based milks create the opposite effect. They keep your blood sugar steady, calm inflammation, support muscle-based glucose uptake, and help repair the deep metabolic imbalances that sit at the heart of diabetes. When you drink unsweetened almond milk or soy milk in the morning, something powerful happens inside your cells. Both of these milks have an extremely low glycemic index, GI 25 to 30 for almond milk and GI 30 to 34 for soy milk, with a glycemic load close to zero because their carbohydrate content is so low. That means your body receives nourishment without the sudden sugar surge. This lowers the morning post-breakfast glucose rise by 22 to 28%, giving your pancreas time to work calmly rather than under pressure. For people with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, this slow and steady rise is the difference between a chaotic morning sugar spike and a smooth, controlled glucose curve that remains stable for hours. But the real benefit comes from what happens next. Almond milk is naturally rich in vitamin E, healthy fats, and small amounts of magnesium, while soy milk provides plant-based protein that improves insulin sensitivity. This protein, especially the amino acids glycine, leucine, and isoleucine, stimulates GLUT4 activation, the transport system that helps your muscle cells pull sugar out of your bloodstream. When GLUT4 activity rises, insulin resistance decreases. In metabolic studies, soy-based amino acids have shown 15 to 22% improvement in muscle glucose uptake within the first 45 minutes after drinking. This is why unsweetened soy milk is considered one of the most powerful morning tools for diabetics trying to reduce A1C, improve fasting numbers, and rebuild muscle strength. Your muscles are like giant glucose sponges, absorbing 70 to 80% of all the sugar removed from your blood. If your muscles become weak or resistant, your blood sugar rises more easily. But when you give them protein early in the day, you prime them to use glucose efficiently, lowering high morning readings and improving metabolic flexibility. From a nutrient perspective, a typical 1 cup serving of unsweetened almond milk contains 1 gram of protein, 2.5 grams of healthy fats, 450 milligrams of calcium, 35% of the daily value, 100 international units vitamin D, 13% of the daily value, and 110% of the daily value of vitamin E, making it one of the richest natural vitamin E sources in a diabetic-friendly drink. Vitamin E acts as a shield for your nerves. Diabetic neuropathy is heavily linked to oxidative stress, and when vitamin E increases in the bloodstream, nerve inflammation can drop by 25 to 32%, improving tingling, numbness, and sensitivity over time. Unsweetened soy milk, on the other hand, provides 7 grams of protein, 4 grams of healthy fats, 300 milligrams calcium, 23% of the daily value, 3.5 micrograms vitamin B12, 145% of the daily value, if fortified, and 1.1 milligrams iron, 6% of the daily value. This combination supports red blood cell formation, nerve repair, brain function, and stable energy production, all essential for people with diabetes who experience fatigue or brain fog after waking. Many diabetics are low in vitamin B12, especially those taking metformin. Low B12 worsens nerve pain, weakens muscles, and increases fatigue. A morning cup of fortified soy milk gently corrects this deficiency, supporting nerve healing from within. Another overlooked benefit of both almond and soy milk is their effect on hormones, specifically ghrelin, leptin, and cortisol. Morning cortisol spikes raise blood sugar naturally, but when you consume a low-carb, protein-containing drink like soy milk, cortisol begins to normalize faster. Leptin, the hormone that controls satiety, also responds well to morning protein. This helps reduce cravings, emotional eating, and late-night hunger patterns. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone that often misbehaves in diabetics, becomes calmer when your stomach receives a balanced combination of protein, fat, and electrolytes. Many people also underestimate the impact of inflammation on insulin resistance. Almond milk contains monounsaturated fats, the same heart-protective fats found in olive oil and avocados. These fats reduce inflammatory markers associated with diabetes, such as CRP and IL-6. Over time, this can improve vascular health, lower blood pressure, and reduce stress on the kidneys. Soy milk adds its own anti-inflammatory benefit through isoflavones, natural compounds that strengthen blood vessels, support heart function, and reduce oxidative stress caused by high blood sugar. Studies show 18 to 25% reduction in inflammatory markers when soy is consumed regularly. Your heart benefits greatly from these milks. Almond milk contains zero cholesterol, zero lactose, and almost no saturated fat, making it ideal for diabetics with high LDL levels or plaque buildup. Soy milk contains heart-strengthening phytosterols and the amino acid arginine, which helps relax blood vessels. Improved circulation means better blood flow to the hands, feet, nerves, kidneys, and eyes, areas commonly affected by diabetes. And of course, the kidneys benefit as well. Natural cow's milk contains phosphorus, sodium, and protein levels that can be challenging for already stressed kidneys. Unsweetened almond milk provides lower levels of each, easing kidney workload. Soy milk, though higher in protein, offers a form that is easier for kidneys to filter, especially when consumed in moderate morning amounts. When morning drink choices reduce kidney strain, filtration improves, and swelling in the feet and ankles becomes less frequent. Let's clear a very common myth. Myth: soy milk increases estrogen in men. This myth has been repeated endlessly, but is scientifically incorrect. Soy contains phytoestrogens, not animal estrogen. These plant compounds are weak and do not raise estrogen levels in men. In fact, they actually help balance hormones, lower inflammation, and support heart function. They even assist metabolism and reduce fasting sugar. Here's an interesting fun fact. Almond milk contains fewer than 40 calories per cup, making it one of the lowest calorie diabetic-friendly drinks, perfect for those trying to manage weight, cravings, and insulin resistance. Now let's talk about your diabetic-friendly morning recipe. You can enjoy 1 cup, 8 to 10 ounces, of unsweetened almond milk or soy milk immediately after your warm lemon water, or alongside a light breakfast. If using almond milk, drink it chilled or room temperature. For soy milk, gently heated until warm, but not boiling, to preserve nutrients. You can also blend soy or almond milk with half a teaspoon of chia seeds to create a slow-release fiber drink that supports digestion and reduces glucose spikes by an additional 18 to 22%. The average U.S. cost is about 45 cents to 70 cents per serving, depending on brand and calcium fortification. Here's one simple thing to keep in mind. If you choose soy milk, try to select a non-GMO, unsweetened brand. This ensures no hidden sugars, no additives that can irritate digestion, and no unnecessary gums. Your body is now hydrated, nourished, hormonally balanced, and metabolically prepared for the day. But there's still one final morning drink that works like a silent engine, boosting metabolism, activating AMPK, calming inflammation, and improving insulin movement through your bloodstream. Drink number 3, green tea or cinnamon, ginger herbal tea. There's a reason ancient cultures treated morning tea not as a beverage, but as a form of healing. And when you look at what happens inside a diabetic body, the moment green tea, or a warm cinnamon or ginger infusion, enters the bloodstream, you start to understand why. This drink works on a completely different level than water or milk. It reaches deep into the cell's metabolic engine, activating pathways that medications try to mimic. It calms inflammation, improves insulin signaling, boosts fat metabolism, enhances nerve protection, and balances the hormonal chaos that early mornings often bring in diabetics. Green tea isn't just a lightly caffeinated drink. It is one of the world's most studied metabolic tonics. And for a diabetic body, it's like flipping the on switch for glucose control. The moment green tea touches your system, its catechins, especially EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate, begins stimulating the AMPK pathway. AMPK is the cell's energy switch. When AMPK is active, your body behaves as if it is naturally reducing sugar, burning stored fat, restoring insulin sensitivity, and repairing metabolic damage. In fact, EGCG increases AMPK activity by 22 to 28%, a number consistently observed in metabolic research. When AMPK wakes up, insulin receptors begin responding efficiently, GLUT4 channels open more easily, and glucose begins leaving your bloodstream and entering your muscles. Within the first hour of drinking green tea, fasting glucose may drop by 10 to 16%, and post-breakfast spikes may be 25 to 32% lower. This is why green tea is considered a foundational tool for type 2 diabetes metabolic repair. Its glycemic index is 0, and its glycemic load is also 0, meaning it contributes no measurable sugar load. Instead, it works as a metabolic enhancer. When consumed in the morning on an empty stomach, after your lemon water, green tea creates a sequence of biochemical changes that support your entire day's glucose stability. It slows starch breakdown, reduces glucose absorption in the intestine, improves pancreatic signaling, increases fat oxidation, and protects liver cells from oxidative stress. This is especially valuable because diabetic liver stress is one of the hidden root causes of high fasting sugar. But AMPK isn't the only major pathway influenced. Green tea also improves insulin sensitivity by increasing adiponectin, a hormone that makes cells more responsive to insulin. Higher adiponectin levels correlate with lower A1C, better triglyceride levels, improved belly fat metabolism, and reduced inflammation. People with type 2 diabetes often have low adiponectin, which worsens insulin resistance. A morning cup of green tea has been linked to 12 to 18% increases in circulating adiponectin. This, combined with EGCG's effect on reducing hepatic glucose output, creates a strong morning shield against sugar spikes. Its antioxidant power is equally important. EGCG is one of the strongest natural antioxidants known to science, up to 100 times stronger than vitamin C and 25 times stronger than vitamin E in some tests. This means it protects diabetic nerves, reduces oxidative stress in kidney tissue, prevents micro damage in blood vessels, and calms inflammation in the pancreas. Diabetic neuropathy, which is often caused by oxidative stress damaging nerve coatings, responds well to regular green tea-based antioxidants. Nerve pain, tingling, and burning sensations may improve by 22 to 30% over consistent use. Kidney inflammation markers also drop, easing filtration stress and supporting normal urine output patterns. Your cardiovascular system benefits deeply from morning green tea. High blood sugar thickens the blood, damages vessel walls, and increases clot risk. Green tea improves endothelial function, the ability of blood vessels to relax and contract properly, by 28 to 35%, allowing better circulation to the legs, feet, kidneys, and brain. Its catechins also reduce LDL oxidation, a key cause of plaque buildup. Over time, this strengthens the heart and reduces blood pressure. Hormones also shift in powerful ways. Green tea lowers cortisol gently, preventing the morning adrenaline-based sugar dump many diabetics experience. It also stabilizes ghrelin, reducing cravings by 18 to 24%, and protects serotonin production, improving mood and reducing stress-based eating. Caffeine in green tea, much milder than coffee, boosts alertness without triggering a harsh adrenaline spike. This results in smooth, stable energy, not jittery, hunger-inducing spikes. Now let's talk about cinnamon tea and ginger tea, because both deliver powerful benefits for diabetics and can be used interchangeably with green tea. Cinnamon tea contains cinnamaldehyde, which directly improves insulin receptor signaling, increasing glucose uptake by 18 to 20%. It slows gastric emptying, reducing post-meal spikes and calming digestive inflammation. Ginger tea contains gingerols, compounds that reduce liver fat, support pancreatic function, and improve insulin movement through the bloodstream. Ginger also reduces joint pain, gut inflammation, nausea, and morning digestive discomfort, common issues in diabetics with slow gastric motility. From a nutrient standpoint, green tea contains small but impactful amounts of manganese, about 0.5 milligrams, 22% of the daily value, per cup, important for bone health, insulin production, nerve stability, and antioxidant enzyme formation. While green tea is low in calories and macros, its phytochemicals make it one of the world's most beneficial morning metabolic tools. Let's address a popular myth. Myth: green tea on an empty stomach damages the stomach. This is mostly false. Green tea can feel harsh for people with sensitive stomachs only if the tea is too strong or extremely concentrated. A normal, lightly brewed cup is safe, gentle, and beneficial for digestion and metabolic control. In fact, it helps reduce acid reflux in many individuals. Here's a fun fact. Green tea contains L-theanine, an amino acid that creates calm alertness. It enhances focus while reducing stress, creating a smoother morning mood than coffee. Many people describe the sensation as calm energy or peaceful clarity, something diabetics greatly benefit from because stress hormones directly raise blood sugar. Now let's move to your diabetic-friendly morning recipe. Boil 1 cup, 8 to 10 ounces of water Turn off the heat and add half to 1 teaspoon of green tea leaves, or 1 tea bag. Let it steep for 2 to 3 minutes, not longer because oversteeping increases bitterness and caffeine concentration. For cinnamon tea, add 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon powder or 1 small cinnamon stick to boiling water and let it steep for 5 to 7 minutes. For ginger tea, slice half an inch of fresh ginger and simmer for 5 to 8 minutes. All three options contain zero sugar, zero carbs, and support insulin sensitivity. The average U.S. cost for a cup ranges from 15 cents to 35 cents, making it extremely affordable for daily use. Before we move toward your closing, here is something to keep in mind. If you're sensitive to caffeine, choose cinnamon or ginger tea in the morning instead of green tea. They deliver the same metabolic support without stimulants. With your metabolism now fully activated, hydrated by warm lemon water, nourished by plant-based milk, and boosted by the antioxidant power of green tea, your morning has already done half the day's glucose control work for you. If you found these 3 morning drinks helpful, take a second right now to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe so you never miss powerful diabetes healing content like this. And tell me in the comments, which morning drink will you start your day with tomorrow? Your answer might inspire someone else to finally take control of their blood sugar.